Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. Just about halfway through the season, and things are starting to take shape here in our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Kentucky Wildcats and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Hey guys, Kentucky's head coach told me pregame he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wildcats offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And we get a look at Kenny Menchie. More than 300 yards passing and a couple of touchdowns last time out. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now, and the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm, and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
Just feeds the running back. At the 35, he's got room. Lots of running room. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he tacked on the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Wilson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Tigers offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Back to pass, it's Levin. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. Looks as if you will line up to punt it away. Going to field this one in tight quarters. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Barnes. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on third down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He ought to get a little help on this one with that strong wind at his back. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Go to the right side, that's Wilson. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. LSU right back to the line. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
And he's dragged down. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here.
Good defense.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. The 20. Past the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Whoa.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They haven't exactly burst
Yeah,
out of
they
the
feel
starting
right.
blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Snags it quickly on the left.
And, man, this offense is going to be so much fun to watch. How fast can they get it to click, right? Because every single player that we're going to highlight, whether we do talk about the receivers right now, they're all new. The offensive line's all new. The quarterback's new. But everyone in this program is new, Palmer, and it's on Kiffin to make it work and make it work quickly.
Well, the one thing you know is with this Lane Kiffin offense, these receivers are going to get theirs. They're going to get catches, and you got a really good quarterback in Sam Levitt coming over from Arizona State to give you that opportunity. So while Thomas and Anderson from a year ago, those guys declare, there's a big opportunity. There's a lot of spots up for grabs here for these receivers to go down the field, make a ton of plays, stat it up, and score points for this offense. And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the...
Give me that.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop. We got to stop the bleeding and get the ball back to our offense.
Well, when it comes to screen passes, you're just trying to mix them in different situations, and I like it here. First play of the drive on offense, and you're dropping back to pass, or letting the pass rush get upfield, seeing if you can just get one into the hands of your back, get some blockers downfield. You don't obviously pick up an explosive play, but you get some good yards on that, and you give the opposing defense now something else to think about. You've got these screens in your back pocket, and you're going to use them.
Knocked down behind the line for the second straight play, bringing up a third and lots of work to do. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side, and then all of a sudden, boom, 2 guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense and makes you really be honest.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. And some room to work. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. We'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
Going to the run, it's Barnes. Might have it. Got some room, entered to the goal line. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Wildcats. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, David.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Swings it out to his running back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. LSU quick to the line.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back. I think one thing LSU fans want to see right out the gate with this Lane Kiffin offense, can we get some balance? Durham's been here for a couple of years. You've seen some high moments, Palmer, but like they need to get this run game going. They brought in a bunch of offensive linemen in the portal, and especially a big boy over there at left tackle. tackle. Interested to see if they can get that run game going.
And they should be able to get it going, too, at LSU, because when you think about Lane Kiffin's offenses back at Ole Miss, I know everybody talks about them throwing the football, but they were always able to run it, too. You think about guys like Quinshawn Judkins and Kejuan Lacey. They always had a dude back there giving the offense balance. Running the ball successfully is something that I expect we're going to see in Baton Rouge this season. A lot of opportunities for the running backs this year.
Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the Wildcats with the 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Throwing on the run. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Slings it downfield. Makes the catch, it's Brown. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
It's a new era in Baton Rouge, obviously. Lane Kiffin as the head coach, Garrett Nussmeier gone. Sam Levitt comes in from the portal and ASU. And David, I mean, does that...
Here's a little room there. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Durham. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
That's so crazy.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Everybody and their brother showing blitz. On target. And that one did not work.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
And the missed connection on third down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Good right down the boulevard. Dar forced to settle for 3.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Working that left side now. And he goes down right there. That play's going to lose yardage. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. Stepping to the right. Got out of trouble and throws. And they're not on the same page there. Now facing a 3rd and long. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This third down a little longer after that penalty. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback making checks. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Not much of a decision to make there. The defense will move them back. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Barnes. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with a look at Rutgers, taking on the number 8 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Looking to throw, it's Levin. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry up.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Wildcats.
How How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Wilson's got it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
He breaks a tackle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
They'll try to pick up this third down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. Keeps it himself. At the 40, there he goes. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Durham. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll give it to Baxter. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And it's been fun to watch them feature this guy. Like, they understand they can run the football. They understand how good he is, and just they've owned the line of scrimmage. They've sprinkled in some pass. Like, this offense has done a really good job staying balanced, but featuring one of their better players.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll go to the counter. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third down, here's Baxter. Got a little grass. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Wildcats have their offense in high gear. Here's the pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
I like the defense there and their mentality. After getting gashed on the ground, they just turn the page and they generate the pass rush the very next play.
Looking to fire. Complete. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Barnes. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. The run inside. It's Barnes. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Kentucky will come to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Wildcats. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Good surge up front, giving 4 out to the 18. They send 4 receivers onto the field, 2 to the right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Makes the catch. It's Durham. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Levin. Hubs it downfield. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, that incompletion really tells the story of this football game. If you don't score touchdowns, it's really hard to win games. They haven't found themselves in the end zone at all in this game. Throwing it, running it, they have been completely dominated.
Second down, he'll throw it. Stands in and takes the hit. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse the...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
This this has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late.
Makes the grab in their space. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide open.
Maybe a crease. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Lets it fly. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
The corners are walked up tight. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the fourth quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you... Downs. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can shoot that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.